Meyer. Who has given? Who has given? Meyer. रोज किसने दिया था? रोजवुड. बायोडाइवर्सिटी. Yes or not? और किसने दिया था? किसके लिए दिया था? आप ही दिए थे ना. कौन दिया था? Who has given? अपने काम के लिए दिए थे आपने. रोज किसके लिए दिया था आपने? आप अपने पर्पस के लिए देते हो. रोजवुड चारों तरफ से हो, यू जस्ट गेटिंग देम एंड एक दिन लेकर जाओ, उसके बाद 2 थप्पड़ खा के वापस आ जाओ. सो आई सेड वो माई रोजवुड. कैसा रोजवुड था? आई सेड दैट माई रोज. कैन यू रिमेम्बर बायोडाइवर्सिटी में? सो रोजवुड एंड देन Meyer, biodiversity hotspot. India has, which are the biodiversity hotspots? Which are the biodiversity hotspots? Western Ghat. Yes. Yes. So that is in a Western Ghat. I said Western Ghat first. Second, I said Eastern Himalaya. Another, I said that this Indo-Burma. Which are the 3 biodiversity hotspots in India? Western Ghat, Eastern Himalaya, and then I said that, just tell me, Indo-Burma. Understood it? So we have seen about biodiversity hotspot. Killer? Andaman. Western Himalaya is also going to become under there in the period. So I said that who has given the term of biodiversity? Just tell me. Rosewood, and then biodiversity hotspot Meyer. And now I said that reserved forest, protected forest, reserved forest, protected forest, and what is forest? Unclassified forest. Which are the forests we are watching? Reserved forest. In the reserved forest, I said that if the reservation आप ज़्यादा दे रहे हो तो reserve हो जाएगा. This is the area. It is under government, and thereafter I am talking about 59% it is under this, protected forest is 23%, and 18% is unclassified forest. It is under government, complete restriction on hunting or any other agricultural practice, hunting, agricultural practice, and use of, I said that, forest products. So it is known as what? Reserved forest. Protected forest is also under government, but there is also complete restriction. Same thing it is there too, but forest product can be used by local people. In the protected forest, I said that complete hunting and any kind of infiltration is completely restricted. And then use of forest product is also not allowed. The same way here it is, but in this case, forest product can be used by local people. Understood? The government started planning, क्योंकि यहाँ पर भी देख रहे हैं government and the people are using the forest products and they started becoming what is a farmer, they removing the forest area. And जब घर का ही बंदा आपके against हो जाए तो nobody can stop by breaking this home. And those who is living in the forest, they started breaking the system of what is in a forest. The government, what they started doing, they started giving some kind of employment, so that they can their knowledge of forest can be utilized in preserving the flora and fauna of the forest. And then slowly their family can become little bit up and then come into the mainstream of the society and then come into the urban areas and the other rural areas. But it is one of the approach that he has started. Okay, so, and in unclassified forest, anyone is anywhere it is available. So these are the two forests. It is completely under the what protection. So which are the two forests I talked about? Yes, tell me. Reserve forest, protected forest, and which one? Unclassified forest. Within the reserve forest, we are watching there is now sanctuaries. What is there? Shall I remove this? And in the reserved forest, there is I said that wildlife sanctuaries. There is I said that national park there is a biosphere reserve, and here we have what? Man and biosphere reserve. And in this way we can be able to see that I said that protection is by the government is keep on increasing. Protection means reserve forest के अंदर for the conservation and the protection of the flora and the fauna, it's keep on increasing, and then area also keep on increasing. Wildlife sanctuary is, you can remember like that, it is for the conservation and protection of S sanctuary, S for specific, S for species, specific species. It is for the conservation and protection of. Sanctuaries are for what? Tell me. It is conservation and protection of specific species. How much protected forest as a reserve forest in India? 59. और कहीं पे 58 लिखा रहता है, कहीं पे 59, doesn't matter. But ये पता रहेगा कि reserve forest is more. And then how much protected forest? 23%. And then rest it goes to what is in the form of 18%. It is for unclassified. And then in the reserve forest, which are the forests we are saying? Yes. And then who is the number one in the area wise? Madhya Pradesh. So लिख लेंगे साइड में आप लोग forest area wise. Number one is MP. Second, Arunachal Pradesh. Second, Arunachal Pradesh. Third, Chhattisgarh. Third, who is the first in the forest? Then Arunachal Pradesh. Then Chhattisgarh. Then we have seen Maharashtra. Understood? And fifth भी लिखना चाहते हैं तो लिख सकते हैं. You can write Odisha. I said that what What is the meaning of wildlife sanctuary? It is for the protection and conservation of specific species. It can be under government, it can be under private sector, and it can be under, I said that, joint sector. Understood? पहले के राजा महाराजा हैं, उनके पास भी कुछ लैंड पड़ा हुआ. It can be under private, it can be under government, it can be under, I said that, joint sector. Understood it? What is the wildlife sanctuary? And around 500 plus we have, I said that, wildlife sanctuaries in India. National park. What is the meaning of habitat? Yes, tell me. Yes? Address. Yesterday I said that habitat means address and niche means functions, the job that you do for your survival, limiting factors that you try to, cross this limiting factor and survive. I said national park. It is for the protection and I said that conservation of flora and fauna. I said yes, tell me what it is. It is not talking about specific species. It is talking about protection and conservation of flora and fauna in their natural habitat. Can I say that it is in a kind of in situ conservation program? Yes, this is also in situ kind of natural protection and conservation of flora and fauna in their, understood it? Yes, national parks. And then I said that around 112 national parks in India is having, and it is under government. It is under government. And how many national parks we have? 112. In this one we can go for, I said that we can go for research, we can go for, I said that, recreation, we can go for, गए होंगे किसी नेशनल पार्क्स में, you can go for recreation, entertainment, research purpose के लिए. Yes, tell me. अच्छे से लिख लें, कहीं लिखा हुआ नहीं रहता है, बच्चे खोजते रहते हैं where the national parks are there. इसका क्या मतलब है? Research, recreation, and then I said that education. So the national park can be utilized for which purposes? Just tell me. Research, education, and recreation. Understood? And it has more and more protection than wildlife sanctuary. Understood? And wildlife sanctuary, I said that, what is? Specific species. Yes, flora and fauna. Now, biosphere reserve. How many national parks in India is? Tell me first. Biosphere reserve. And biosphere reserve is, like I said, that it has been divided into, there is a core zone, and then I said buffer zone, and then there is I said transition zone. Core zone, biosphere reserve. Why it become biosphere reserve? Because that needs a high level of what? Protection due to the some threatened species. And the area having threatened species, that reason becomes core zone means complete restriction. What is there? This area, no entry, complete restriction. Understood it? Is it okay? What we have seen, complete restriction. And then buffer zone act as a national park. And what is happening in the national park? Just tell me. recreation, research, education. Understood? Like a national park, it can play in a role. Core zone, complete restricted. Buffer zone, it is acting as an what? National park. And there we have transition zone. Here the tribal people lives in small hamlets. Yes, in their small hamlets, and they can use forest products. So this is the way I said that it has been what is enough categorized. So which are the biosphere reserve? I said that. What are the character of biosphere reserve? So completely restricted area become core zone, and it is surrounded by, yes, tell me. Yes, national park like a buffer zone, and then I said that we have a transition zone where there is some tribal people are living, not the other rural people not, tribal people with some hamlets. And then India has